story is about a bee. Roonie Bee Mooney is a bee who loves to explore. But while exploring, he finds himself in one scary situation after another. How does he decide who he can trust? The title of our today's story is Roonie Bee Mooney, Lost and Alone by Janan Kane. For Roonie Bee Mooney, today was a perfect day. The sun was shining brightly, warming his fuzzy shoulders, and the leaves in the garden were dancing in the breeze, causing Roonie's propeller to spin wildly. The garden was humming and alive with mysterious sounds and scents, making it a great day to do what he loved most, exploring. Roonie was buzzing with excitement as he filled his backpack with all the necessary supplies: a flashlight, a magnifying glass, and binoculars. He yearned to be a great explorer like his hero, Christopher Columbo Bee. Mother Bee Mooney, who often worried about her brave little bee, was careful to review the safety rules for being outside the hive. Now, Roonie, be sure to stay in the open. Be extra careful around strangers, and if you fly into trouble, remember to stay calm, listen to your feelings, and use your head. Impatient, because he had heard these rules 1,000 times before, Roonie eagerly flew off to begin his day of exploring. He buzzed around the garden until he became bored. Then, using his binoculars, he spotted an unusual object in the far distance that he had never seen before. It was a mysterious hollow log. "Beautiful!" shouted Roonie. "This definitely needs exploring." Zooming down for a closer look, Roonie found a hidden opening. In the back of his mind, he heard his mother's voice reminding him to stay in the open. "It looks safe enough," he thought. "I'll just take a quick peek." Roonie zigged and he zagged until suddenly he was inside the log. The little bee could see nothing but blackness. He smelled a damp, musty odor, like the cellar of an old hive. "Anybody here?" he called out nervously. Roonie wondered if brave explorers were ever frightened when they were all alone in strange places. Inside the log, all was quiet except for the sound of his own breathing. When Roonie realized that he couldn't see the opening, he began to feel really scared. Trying to calm himself, Roonie took a deep breath. This helped him to think clearly, and he remembered his flashlight. But when he turned it on, there were big, scary strangers all around him, and they looked hungry. In a panic, Roonie dropped his favorite flashlight and didn't stop buzzing his little wings until he was safely out of the dark, scary log. "Phew, that was close," Roonie panted as he landed on a bumpy rock to look around the strange, unfamiliar place. Lost in the thick brush, he had no idea how to get back to his hive. "Where am I? Which way is home?" he sobbed. "What should I do now?" Roonie wanted to be home with his mother more than he had ever wanted anything before. So he dried his tears and took a few more deep breaths before starting to make his way through the tangled limbs and branches. A brightly colored bird suddenly swooped down in front of him, blocking his way. "What's the matter, little bee? Are you lost?" Although she didn't look dangerous, for some reason, Roonie felt uncomfortable with this stranger. "I'll be glad to help you. Come with me," urged the bird as she wrapped her strong wing around his fuzzy shoulders. Once again, Roonie remembered his mother's voice saying, "Trust your feelings and use your head." She had taught him to stay away from anyone who made him feel yucky or creepy, and that's just how he felt now. "No, thank you," Roonie said bravely. "I don't want to go with you." The bird seemed determined to change his mind. "Come with me," she cooed, "and we'll find some sweet nectar treats. Then I'll help you find your mother." Not feeling safe at all, Roonie raced toward a nearby mushroom patch and crawled into an opening where the bird could not follow. Safely hidden, the worried little bee again took slow, deep breaths to calm his racing heart. He heard the soothing sound of flowing water, and it reminded him of the babbling brook that flowed past his bedroom window. "Maybe this will lead to my hive," he thought. Leaving his protective shelter, Roonie found his way to the stream and jumped into a mushroom cap. Gently floating along, he daydreamed of a time exploring with his bee buddies when they had laughed so hard that their bellies hurt. The dream was so real he could almost hear the laughter. But it wasn't a dream. He really did hear laughter. A smiling mother ladybug was watching her children play in flower cups as they giggled with delight. "I wish my mom was here," Roonie thought sadly. "I know she would help someone who was lost." Again he heard the echo of his mother's voice. "If you ever need help and can't find a patrol officer, ask a lady with small children." Roonie took a deep breath and carefully approached the mother ladybug. "Excuse me," he said nervously. "My name is Roonie B. Mooney. I was exploring and got lost. Could you please call my mom and tell her where I am?" "Of course I will call her," the ladybug replied kindly. As he recited the phone number, which he knew by heart, Roonie was happy that he had trusted his feelings and used his head. Now that he felt safe, Roonie joined the little ladybugs, swooping, looping, swirling, whirling, and swinging from the branches. His heart leapt when he spied his mother in the distance. Unable to contain his excitement, Roonie hugged Mother Bee Mooney tighter than ever before. "Oh, Mom," he blurted, "I'm so happy to see you. I got lost inside a dark log and there were scary strangers all around me. And then a creepy bird wanted me to go with her, but I ran away and hid until I was safe. When I finally found these nice ladybugs, I trusted my feelings and used my head like you told me 1,000 times. I'm very proud of you, my brave honeybee," said his mother. "You did a great job keeping yourself safe. But when we get home, I'd like to know how you got into so much trouble in the first place." As they flew home, Roonie couldn't help but wonder if tomorrow would be another perfect day. A perfect day for exploring. Thank you, boys and girls. And a special thanks to Illumination Arts Publishing Company.